again on my phone. I got 7:39
Okay.
p.m. And let me get back to it, some answers, and
Okay.
we're going from there, okay?
I'd like to go home.
Okay. We'll sit tight and we'll see what
You
we
don't have to wear any bracelet. I'd like to go home.
Okay. All right, thank you, Beth.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Can someone cut these off with me now?
Yeah, we'll get something to get those off, right?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Thanks.
I'm sorry, Beth.
That's okay.
You can imagine that things of this nature take some time.
Yeah,
And
I understand.
I appreciate your patience with me.
I understand.
Thank you. So I have 8:02. We're in the home stretch here.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm going to explain to you everything that's going to go on, okay?
Okay.
Fair enough?
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So, first off, a few things that, and you remember the gentleman who transported us back from Toronto, and also Karen,
Yeah.
my partners, that they've just been monitoring and
Right,
taking some
right.
notes and things like that. They're just some things that are concerning and that we just need to firm up, okay?
Okay.
So first off, as I said, there has been a search warrant executed at the residence,
Okay.
and there was some paperwork with regards to a Remington gun, shotgun of some sort.
Oh,
What would that be for?
just to look at it, 'cause I like guns.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, do you have any in the home?
No, I used to.
Did you? What did you have?
I had a 22,
Yeah. Was that a Remington by chance?
not that I know of,
Okay.
but my husband had a gun that his dad gave me
Okay.
that we would shoot with, so I could stay at the gun club and shoot.
Mm-hmm.
And when we broke up, I did the paperwork to give it back to him. That might be
Okay.
what they found.
Okay. All right.
I don't have a gun.
There's no firearms in your house right now?
No, sir.
Okay.
No, never will be.
Okay. All right. The username, like what would your username be on that blog that you would write on that support group?
You know what? I'd have to go and look,
Yeah.
honestly.
It's not like your name and a couple numbers or
No.
nickname, anything like that?
No, I'd have to be sitting down in front of the computer to remember it,
Okay.
and even to find the support group.
Okay. These are a bunch of random questions, just all thrown together here. The insulin they used, the short acting, the long acting, was there an actual brand or a make of the insulin that you would use?
Might have been Novulin,
Okay.
might have been Lenovo. Can't remember the other one.
Okay. When you worked with Lifeguard,
Yeah?
I know that you had mentioned they'd send you to certain locations, certain homes.
Yeah?
What were those? There was Telford Place and there was two others. Was one of them in Fort Dover?
There's more than, there was Telford Place.
Yeah.
That was the very first. Then there was, here, I don't know what here. Telford Place, Fort Dover, Dover Cliff, is what it was called. I did, one PSW shift at a place in New Hamburg, but I couldn't tell you the name of it. Also, I worked at, Telford Place and Dover Cliff are both owned by the same people, and they have another nursing home in Brantford, but I can't remember the name of it.
That's a good
And then Park Lane Terrace in Paris, and Hardy Terrace, I think just outside of Paris. Oh, and what was the other one called? Oh Lord, it's way far out of town. It's like an hour and a half drive from here. My dad grew up in that area. Like it's in the Jarvis area, Jarvis-Simcoe area. It's called, I couldn't tell you. I'm sorry, my brain's shot for the night.
That's okay. That's what it is. Anything to think of?
Yeah. Is my house going to be a mess when I get back?
No.
Oh,
I wouldn't
okay.
think so. No.
Okay.
Not that kind of a, it's not like you see on TV and
Yeah.
they're going flying everywhere, right?
Yeah.
Your Facebook page, at one point there was a comment, or I don't know where it is in your timeline, about a pediatric nurse. Did you ever work as a pediatric nurse?
Oh, that I was going to be working with the kids.
That's what that referred to within yourself?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. All right. And just go back through the names of people here. So we've got, that you've divulged us to, right?
Yeah.
That's your cousin?
That's my cousin.
Okay.
I'm not giving her last name.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yours?
The lawyer, whose name I cannot remember.
That's right. Is it female?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Who's that?
She was a friend from the nursing home.
What one?
From Crescent Care. I told her after I had stopped the first time.
Okay.
And she stopped being my friend because of it.
Okay.
And
Where does she work?
she doesn't. She's on ODST.
Did she work at a nursing home with you?
No, never.
Just a friend.
Yeah.
You know where she lives in town?
She lives in Toronto.
Okay, we're gonna wrap things up, but here's what's gonna happen,
Okay.
okay? And part of this is gonna be up to you. What are your plans going forward from here?
Going forward from here, I want to go home.
Okay,
I want to have a good night's sleep.
okay,
I want to spend Thanksgiving weekend with my family.
okay,
And I want to be available to the police at any time they need me.
okay,
And if I have to come back for trial, I have to come back for trial.
okay.
I have no plans of leaving. I can surrender my car if you want me to.
Are your parents, are you close with your parents? Like, what
Very
relationship
close.
do you have with them?
Very, very close. I have to tell them tonight what's happened.
With mom and dad?
Yes, they know that I've been in the hospital, but I just told them it was for treatment. But yeah, my plan tonight is to go and talk to them one-on-one, like face-to-face, and tell them.
What do you think the reaction's gonna be?
They're gonna be devastated.
What do you
I'm
think?
gonna plan on staying the night there, so they have access to me.
Okay. What type of support do you think you're gonna get from there?
Eventually, all the support I need.
Okay.
I also plan to go to my AA groups. I had planned on doing 90 meetings in 90 days, and just keep up with, like I plan to, see, one of the things that happens with me is I isolate, and then I start to not do well, so I plan to, do the Thanksgiving thing, keep up with my friends, clean my apartment, tell my parents. Those are my plans. I have no plans to leave town. I've done this, and I'm ready to face it, but I would love to go home for a night.
I think that's gonna happen.
Bless you.
Okay, I think that's gonna happen. As I said at the very, very beginning of this, whatever time we started ago, hours ago, you're not under arrest right now.
Okay.
Okay, but as you can imagine, okay,
Call you back in 30 minutes. That was my cousin.
gotcha. Okay. As I said at the beginning of this, you're not under arrest,
Okay.
but as you can imagine, an
I will be.
investigation like this
Yeah.
is something that we've never dealt with. It's something that doesn't happen very often. It's
Okay.
something that you rarely hear about,
Right,
okay? I don't know of many, but you're not the first person to do this,
right,
okay? Having said that, we have a responsibility to protect the public,
right.
right? You know where I'm coming from when I say that?
Yes,
As a police,
absolutely, absolutely,
You've done some things to some innocent people,
absolutely.
some pretty, what people are
Horrible
gonna,
things.
people are gonna have opinions of you and people are gonna, right, exactly. Having said that, there's something in the Criminal Code of Canada, and this is usually results in someone being charged with a criminal offense and being placed on such a thing called an 810 peace bond.
Okay,
Okay, and basically what an 810 peace bond is kind of a promise given by you or your word given to us, and it's a court document that's issued by a judge that puts you on certain conditions, certain conditions limiting you from doing certain things, having certain things in your possession, attending certain locations, and if you were to breach those conditions,
right,
then you would be arrested and further charged with
okay,
breaching this, what's called an 810 peace bond.
okay,
So basically, you've heard of a restraining order?
Yes.
It's similar to that.
Okay.
Okay? A lot of people call it restraining orders, but it's actually in Canada called an 810 peace bond.
Okay.
And again, it just limits you from doing certain things, attending certain locations. It could be things like still getting help for your mental health, your substance abuse,
Yes.
surrendering your passport.
I have no passport.
Not practicing as an RN.
Yeah.
Not attending nursing homes, things like that.
Yeah, okay.
If that were an option, which, like I said, usually that occurs with people that are charged people or convicted of certain offenses.
Right.
That's part of their punishment sometimes.
Okay.
Would you be willing to enter into an 810 peace bond prior to being criminally charged?
Absolutely.
And do you understand what I mean by the 810 peace bond?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. It means I have to do it, or I come back and I'm in jail until everything else happens.
I don't know what would happen if you were to breach it as far as jail and the consequences.
Yeah.
The only thing that I want to make sure that it's clear to you and that make sure that I'm getting my point across is that it's basically a document that you're going to swear, sign, and agree not to do certain things, not to have certain things in their possession. And
Right.
I'm not saying that's going to happen right now.
Okay.
Because it has to go in front of the judge.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so it's just an option that we're looking at because, as I said, we have the responsibility to protect the public.
Yes,
Okay,
absolutely.
that's why I want to know what your plans are.
Yes.
I want to know that you're going to go home and be supported by your family.
Yes.
I want to know that you're
Cell phone
going
will be charged at all times, always on my body if you need me. I will be here, if you need me to come here, I'll be here. If you need me to wait for you to come and get me, I'll do it. I'm totally committed.
All right. I think we have your cell phone number?
519
Yeah.
532 6471.
Okay.
Home phone number is 519 290 0724.
Okay.
Parent phone number.
Don't worry about that. I'll get your parents when we go.
Okay.
Okay. You understand what we just talked about?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Because it's a very unique situation, right?
Yes,
Where
I'm so thankful.
you confess to certain things.
Yes.
And we have quite a bit of legwork, as you can imagine,
Yes.
to piece this investigation together and see where we go from here.
Okay.
There's a lot of people that will consult in it and determine the final answer of what your fate is.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
But I know that you're aware of the extent of what you've done.
Yes.
I know that you've verbalized and spoke about how you feel, and that obviously you can't take it back, but...
I'm relieved that I've confessed it. I feel sorry for the people that are now going to find out. Sorry doesn't say it.
Yeah.
They should do that as a word bigger than sorry.
Yeah.
Like Diana sorry or something.
Yeah, something along those lines.
Yeah. I really have to pee. I'm sorry.
No problem. I've got 8:16, and I think that'll probably conclude things, but I'm glad you use the washroom and go from there. Oh, I just have to get you to sign that consent by the way.
Yeah, no problem.
Born June 10, 1967, Elizabeth Wettlaufer, 54, is known as a convicted Canadian serial killer. Prior to her crimes, she worked as a registered nurse at the Meadow Park Nursing Home after graduating from the Conestoga College Doon campus in Ontario. Workers described her as a good worker who loved to mentor and teach. From 2007 to 2016, Wettlaufer famously murdered 8 senior citizens and attempted to murder 6 others by intentionally injecting them with fatal overdoses of insulin. Insulin can cause someone's blood sugar to drop below the normal range if they do not need the drug. Where's Elizabeth Wettlaufer now? In 2016, Wettlaufer checked herself into a mental health hospital in Toronto and started talking to her psychiatrist about the killings. She later wrote a 4-page confession leading the hospital to contact authorities. In the confession, she said that she was just angry in general, at my job, at my life, following the end of her marriage in 2007. As a result, she pleaded guilty to first-degree murder, 4 counts of attempted murder, and 2 counts of aggravated assault. Wettlaufer is now serving out a life sentence in prison without the possibility of parole for 25 years.